The most important things are the hardest to say because words diminish them. Anything capable of being imagined will one day be made reality. How many things have been denied one day, only to become realities the next? All that is impossible today may be possible tomorrow. As long as the heart beats, as long as body and soul keep together, I cannot admit that any creature endowed with a will has need to despair of life. Nature's creative power is far beyond man's instinct of destruction. It seems wisest to assume the worst from the beginning and let anything better come as a surprise. There are no impossible obstacles. There are just stronger and weaker wills, that's all. If there were no thunder, men would have little fear of lightning. Well, I feel that we should always put a little art into what we do. It's better that way. The true adventurer goes forth aimless and uncalculating to meet and greet unknown fate. All that is impossible remains to be accomplished. In consequence of inventing machines, men will be devoured by them. Science, my lad, is made up of mistakes, but they're mistakes which it is useful to make because they lead little by little to the truth. The sea is only the embodiment of a supernatural and wonderful existence. It is nothing but love and emotion. It is the living infinite. I see that it is by no means useless to travel if a man wants to see something new. You will travel in a land of marvels. I can undertake and persevere even without hope of success. We may brave human laws, but we cannot resist natural ones. Whatever one man is capable of imagining, other men will prove themselves capable of realizing. There is hope for the future, and when the world is ready for a new and better life, all these things will someday come to pass, in God's good time. He must have traveled everywhere, at least in the spirit. We are of opinion that instead of letting books grow moldy behind an iron grating, far from the vulgar gaze, it is better to let them wear out by being read. The human mind, once stretched by a new idea, never regains its original dimensions. The sea is dangerous, and its storms terrible, but these obstacles have never been sufficient reason to remain ashore. When the mind once allows a doubt to gain entrance, the value of deeds performed grow less. Their character changes. We forget the past and dread the future. The earth does not need new continents, but new men. Look with all your eyes. Look. With time and thought, one can do a good job. Movement is life, and it is well to be able to forget the past and kill the present by continual change. An energetic man will succeed where an indolent one would vegetate and inevitably perish. The chance which now seems lost may present itself at the last moment. All great actions return to God, from whom they are derived. Trains, like time and tide, stop for no one. What darkness to you is light to me. But to find, all at once, right before your eyes, that the impossible had been mysteriously achieved by man himself, this staggers the mind. Poets are like proverbs. You can always find one to contradict another. On the surface of the ocean, men wage war and destroy each other. But down here, just a few feet beneath the surface, there is a calm and peace, unmolested by man. In presence of nature's grand convulsions, man is powerless. Fellows who have rascally faces have only one course to take, and that is to remain honest. Otherwise, they would be arrested offhand. The sole preoccupation of this learned society was the destruction of humanity for philanthropic reasons and the perfection of weapons as instruments of civilization. Before all masters, necessity is the one most listened to and who teaches the best. What you do for money, you do badly. Reality provides us with facts so romantic that imagination itself could add nothing to them. I believe cats to be spirits come to earth. A cat, I'm sure, could walk on a cloud without coming through. I wanted to see what no one had yet observed, even if I had to pay for this curiosity with my life. Civilization never recedes. The law of necessity ever forces it onwards. Solitude, isolation are painful things and beyond human endurance. The human mind delights in grand conceptions of supernatural beings. Though sleep is called our best friend, it is a friend who often keeps us waiting.